What's up and welcome back to another video. Guys, today I'm going to be reviewing set 75373, the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. This set is coming in at 109 pieces and 4 minifigures. It released on June 1st of 2024 for $19.99 USD. So without further ado, let's get right on into this review. Starting off with our 4 minifigures being the highlight of this set, given that it is a battle pack, we get the Mandalorian Warrior, the Mandalorian Night Owl, and then 2 Imperial Commandos. So let's take a closer look at all 4 of these figures. Now, the first minifigure that we're going to be taking a look at is the Mandalorian Warrior. Overall, I think this is a very good minifigure with some nice detailing, and I do just love that blue color scheme. Starting off with the print, you have some very good printing on the legs right here with the different pads and detailing, which goes seamlessly up to the torso, where you have a very nice belt print right there with some nice silver, highlights as well. Moving on to the chest plate, you have a nice lighter blue that contrasts very well with the darker blue, as well as just your normal kind of Mandalorian armor print. And then moving up to the helmets, I think there is some very good detail here. Overall, I'm very happy with how this minifigure turned out. Maybe not one that people are super hyped to army build, but I do think it is a nice one, and I'm happy that we did get this one. And moving on to the back is where the detail is lacking a little bit. There's some print under the jetpack, but you're never really going to have this guy without his jetpack. But nonetheless, does look really good, and you also do get a pack of all of the different rangefinders and visors, so you can customize these guys as you want. And a small thing to note about every single one of these figures in this set is they all have just the plain black head, no faces under the helmets. Next up, we have the Mandalorian Night Owl. Once again, a very nice figure, sticking with that same color scheme as the Mandalorian Warrior. Overall, I do think this one is very, very good. Personally, I think I just like the Warrior a little bit better. This one, once again, though, has some nice detail, some differences in the shape of the torso print as well as the helmet print. Probably the biggest difference when looking at these two, the first thing you notice. But overall, I think this one has some very good detail as well. The same thing going along with the back as well. There's a little bit of printing on the back covered by the jetpack. Overall, I think once again, this is a pretty solid minifigure. Next up, we have the highlight of this set for many being the Imperial Commando. You actually do get 2 of them in this set, which is very, very nice, both being the same. And I think LEGO did a great job with this minifigure, starting off with the detailing on the legs and the torso. Just so much detail, so many small lines and just detail that makes this figure look very, very nice. Moving up to the belt, going in between the legs and the torso with a nice seamless kind of going over there. And then moving up to a bunch of different details on the torso as well. I love the different red markings and then the gray kind of backup color. It just looks very good. Moving along to the back, you even get this nice jetpack with a printed piece right there, which looks very good to, mimic their jetpack. I'm happy that they did this instead of giving them the normal jetpacks because it makes it a lot more accurate. Now the arms in there, just plain gray. It would have been nice to, get some printing, but I doubt we would ever get arm printing on a LEGO Star Wars Battle Pack. And then moving up to the helmet, has a little bit of an interesting shape, but I still think it gets the job done. Maybe a little more detail could have been had on the front side, but nonetheless, I do think this figure is very, very good. And just like the others, it has, once again, just the black head. Overall, this is a great minifigure and definitely the highlight of this set, in my opinion. Now, moving on to the Battle Pack builds here, I'm actually a huge fan of this one. There's a lot of playability, and actually, a side note that I'll talk about a little more later is all of the pieces in here are very useful. So if you are buying this in army building, you can get a lot done if you are a mock builder with the pieces that are included. But to take a look, you have your opening kind of area, you have your doorway, and then the small terrain, which is a lot of fun. You can have your minifigures, peek out, coming out of the door as advertised on the box. Also, flipping around to the side, you have some small lights on the side right there. I do wish that they had used this just to be a little bit taller so the minifigure could fit through just a little bit better. But moving along to the back here, you can see the backside of the door as well as a small spot with a rifle posted up. And you also have this part right here where you can also stand up one of your minifigures. It looks a little bit odd from the back, but coming into the front, it actually does look pretty cool. And they can come out and shoot over the top, which does look pretty nice in my opinion. And you've probably already noticed this this weird kind of contraption right here, which is a lot of fun. You can take your minifigure, put them on it just like that with this stud connecting to the back of their leg, and then they can be flying around on their jetpack, and you can move it all around as you want, and it's a lot of fun, I have to say. This would be a great set. This has a ton of good playability in it. Just a very fun one. I feel like if I was a kid, this would have been a ton of fun. I would have loved playing with this. I still do love playing with it, even though not a kid, but nonetheless, you have a bunch of extra room as well. So over here, you can stage with some of the extras that you get, like your other minifig can stand there, and then you also get this small turret for him to use, or a little portable cannon thing, which has the stud shooter on the back, which, you know, shoots just like that, and then this stud gets lost in your room forever. And you also have this nice little container right here, which is a nice inclusion, and when you pop that open, you have a little thermal detonator in there. It's a lot of fun. I'm happy that they included this. Just adds more to the playability. Overall, I do think this is a great battle pack build. I know most people like the vehicle, or like, I don't know, some sort of thing that you can army build as well, but this one is just a lot of fun in my opinion. It makes for a lot of great playability, especially this right here. And something to note, if you take a look, you have these right here. So if you buy multiple, you can actually connect using right there, 2 on the other side right here. And you can, unfortunately, I don't have multiple of these, but you can connect them up and kind of get like a weird kind of wall going on, I guess. But honestly, it'd probably be more fun just to combine them and build one really big thing instead of connecting them. But overall, I have to say this battle pack is a lot of fun. It's definitely a good one. At first, I wasn't really sold on the idea, not the hugest fan of the Mandalorian sets, but I do think this one was done very well, and I'm happy that we did end up getting this. Now, for a battle pack, it is a little bit weird to be army building some of the Mandalorian warriors, but nonetheless, I think this one was a lot of fun, and I do recommend picking it up if you haven't already. It's pretty easy to find on sale for about $15.99 on some of the different stores, about 20% off, which I think is good. I don't recommend buying this at the $20 retail. I really don't recommend buying any of the Lego sets at retail right now, just because, you know how Lego is, and it's pretty easy to find them on sale after you wait a little bit after they come out. But nonetheless, I do think this is a great set. So let me know what you guys thought about this set. Let me know if you own this set or if you plan on buying it in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe. Drew, signing out.